Hi, I'm Nate Myers, Technical Director here at the Van Wezel, and I'm going to take you on a quick little tour to show you what's going on. So, the surge that came up, just so you can see the power of the surge, this dock right here used to extend to the end of that pylon there, and each one of these concrete pillars is several hundred pounds, and as you can see, they were just pushed right into our lawn. There's one all the way up by that rock over there that was moved by the surge as well. Absolutely astounding. So this was the main entry point where the storm surge entered our building. This is a ramp that leads down to our kitchen area. And the waves and surge came up over the sidewalk and down into here. This area was filled all the way up to here with sand and debris and a bench, and it basically broke through those doors, and the surge was so powerful that it went up our kitchen ramp into the grand foyer. This is where the majority of the water was. This is where it was the deepest. Behind me is the door that it came in, that we saw the exterior of. And about here is where that water line is. It's along this line right here. That's how deep it was in here. So all of our kitchen equipment, our tables and chairs and ranges and refrigerators had about this much water in there. There was also sand, silt, a lot of salt water still in here that we all had to extract from with ServPro. And they did a fantastic job getting it cleaned up as quickly as they did. When we came in and we started to assess the damage, this was one of the rooms that we could hardly get into at the time. There was still standing water, there was still some refrigerators and ice machines that were on their side and were moved around because they were floating during the flooding. So as you can see, we were able to save some things, but the majority of the kitchen equipment that used to be in here is now either moved somewhere else for cleaning or had to be discarded. So this is our grand foyer. As you can see, we had to get rid of about 6,000 square feet of carpet in here. As the water came up the ramp from the kitchen, it had saturated and wicked through almost the entire area here. So all of that had to go. But throughout the recovery, ServPro was able to extract about 2,500 cubic square feet of water from our basement, our 2 pits, and the kitchen, and then got us well underway to drying out the basement area, and we're well on our way to getting the repairs done that we need and working with the vendors that we're using to replace the things we've lost and to fix the things that have been damaged. So we have been exploring some options on repairing the damage to the floor, and we had at first thought about getting temporary carpet, but felt as though that might be a little bit wasteful because it might not be something that we wanted. The carpet in here previously was a custom carpet, and so we have thought about moving to a polished concrete floor. There are some benefits to that, such as it won't absorb water if it gets wet, but there's some cons to that, such as maybe it's a little bit louder in the grand foyer with walking and shoes and such. So we're still weighing our options, but that seems to be the direction that we're moving in now. This is one of the lowest places in the building. This is a place that not very many people in the public see. This is where all the actors and the talent are whenever there's a show in. These are the dressing rooms where they come prepare. They have all their costumes. This is also where we keep wardrobe, musicians, etc. As you can see, we've lost some flooring here as well. This was VCT tile, which is just like a vinyl tile. That all had to come up because there was about 6 inches of water throughout this entire basement area. As you can see, we've lost a bunch of drywall in every room that had drywall in order for us to dry it out, make sure that it's clean, and we're in the process of replacing all of that, and shortly after we'll paint it up and make it look nice. This is our orchestra pit. This is the lowest spot of this entire building. And this is what rows A, B, and C, which are right here, sit on during shows. And this is also where the band sits for Broadway shows. Now, the water line was up to here. And as you can see, all of this rust and damage here damaged the motors, the electrical boxes, and the control boxes for our orchestra lift, which is basically a vital part of everything we do at the stage. It's how we move scenery up and down. It's how we put our seating wagon on. It's how we move our grand pianos. So unfortunately, the motors and a lot of the electrical was damaged with the water intrusion. But also, on the positive side, it could have saved a lot more damage to the drywall, a lot more damage to other pieces of furniture, cabinetry, etc., had this not been a place for the water to go. So as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done, but the good news is we're on it. We have a great crew, we have a great team, and we're working hard to get you back here to see the shows that you love, because the show will go on.